Test. Whoa, I was just trying to test out my mic to see if it's working, and I just decided to whack my phone out of the tripod. Well, guess I didn't want it to be there. So in today's video, I'm going to be doing another Huevember drawing. Indigo is going to be the color or the hue I'm going to be using. I'm going to be doing the drawing digitally, but the reason why you see all this traditional art supplies all set up and ready for this video is because pretty much my plan is I'm going to be doing a color comp traditionally, and then once I'm done with the color comp and I make it the way I want it to be, you know what? I'm just going to stop myself right here because, spoiler alert, nothing went as planned when it came to doing the color comp. Everything just went wrong. I was just struggling with the color comp so much. You know what? It's probably better for me to show you what happened instead of me trying to explain it to you. So I'm just going to roll the clip right now. Okay, hopefully I can draw this like just as well or at least a little better. Okay, maybe, I'm not sure about a little better, but hopefully I can draw this decently because, I don't know, if this looks weird and derpy, I'm going to be upset. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that because look what happens next. Okay, this is definitely not going to turn out like the original. I can just feel it. Okay, I think I'm going to have to just draw this whole thing over again. Okay. I'm starting to think I was just very lucky yesterday and I just somehow was able to draw that horse as good as I did, which I don't know what I did. Okay, attempt 3. I will hopefully get it by the 3rd attempt. I don't know why, but I'm just struggling a whole lot making this horse. I don't know why I'm struggling so much. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm just confused. I'm not mad, but I'm just getting tired of having to draw this horse. Do I want to sacrifice the angle of this shot to show you guys all the eraser shavings that's all over my table? I think I will. There's just like so many, all because of this difficult horse that won't even turn out right. I've drawn this so many times. I honestly want to start over. Not start over. I honestly want to quit because I do not know how. I don't even know how I came up with it. At this point, I don't even know how I drew this. I think I just got lucky. That's why I like it so much, because I got lucky. This, I don't know how to draw horses, and I don't know. So as you guys could see and hear my voice, that I was just fed up with drawing this horse over and over again. I did actually do a couple more attempts after I recorded this clip, and then I also inked it, which I didn't really like how that looked, so I'm going to save that ink drawing for the sketchbook tour. But eventually I realized that this was never going to turn out right, so I just decided to move on and just do the digital portion, which hopefully that turns out right because I haven't recorded that yet, but hopefully it turns out right or else I'm probably going to go crazy. So I tried to do this drawing digitally, and it just had the same fate as the traditional art version. It went nowhere. It went nowhere and I just gave up. So at this moment, I realized that it was finally time. It was honestly way overdue, but it was finally time to just give up and to just do a completely different drawing because this drawing was just never going to end up looking good. So I did eventually draw something that I actually liked. I mean, there are some aspects I don't really like about it, but this is definitely, I'm more satisfied with this drawing than with the horse drawing because I don't know what was going on, but I definitely need to practice more on drawing horses because I think, like I was saying earlier in the video, I think I just got lucky. And you know, sometimes when you draw something, you get kind of lucky and then you're not really able to recreate it anywhere near it. So I think that's what happened, and that kind of made me disappointed because I felt like it wasn't even that hard to draw that horse. So I mean, at least it wasn't when I was drawing the thumbnail, but then later on, that was a whole different story. So to be honest, while drawing this drawing, I wasn't really thinking of anything. I was just trying to get it done because, I mean, I was running out of time because I started recording this video on like Tuesday, and then as you all know, things went wrong. My horse didn't turn out right, so then I was going to draw it on Wednesday, but then I had homework to do, and then I didn't really have time then, and then I did it today, which, you know, it actually worked out. It only took me like 30 minutes to draw the drawing, which thank goodness it didn't take me that long because drawing that horse just took way too much time. It took like over 3 hours, and that was just, it was kind of ridiculous. So as you guys know, especially from my last video that I uploaded, in that video I said that I wasn't really good at digital art and I don't really like how my digital art looks, and overall, as of now, I'm not really satisfied with how my digital art looks. I don't think my digital art is bad. I just think, you know, I think it's kind of mediocre and just, it's not up to the standards. I feel like it's not up to the standards as my traditional art is. While drawing that horse and realizing that how I was drawing it wasn't working out, I decided that I kind of wanted to try a different style digitally, because I mean, the other style that I was doing, I wasn't satisfied with, and pretty much every time I draw in that style, it just didn't look good. So this time I decided to try to do something different, and I decided to make it more lineless. I mean, there is some line art like with the eyebrows and eyes and the mouth, but and also sort of in the ear too. Like the skin and the hair, there's no outline for that part of the character. I don't know, I'm still kind of like iffy on that style as well. I don't know, I just have to find out the perfect brush, or not really the perfect brush. Honestly, with digital art, I just need to find something that works for me, because so far, everything that I've tried in digital art, which I haven't tried much because it's just kind of demotivating when you try to use a medium and then it doesn't turn out the way you want it to, and then in my case, I just honestly give up. Unless you're that horse, then I don't give up until 100 attempts. The brushes that I use for line art and stuff in digital art just makes it look, I don't know, too, not childish, but I don't know, like, too, maybe not derpy, but I feel like it just doesn't look like my traditional, like, I don't really know how to explain it, but I just feel like the brushes that I use in digital art just does not look the way I want it to look, and it just looks too, like, thick or weird, or I don't know how to really explain how I feel about it, but I just don't like it. I mean, I guess I could try to make my own custom brush, but I don't even know. To be honest, if I tried to, I mean, I wouldn't really know where to start, but I mean, I guess I should just keep experimenting until I do find something I like, but I mean, I just don't feel like doing that, so I just don't really know. I don't know. Literally, like, blows my mind when I see other people make digital art using Procreate, or even just do digital art in general. Like, it literally just blows my mind at this point, because I'm just struggling so much, and it honestly seems like the art that they're making, it's honestly impossible to make. Like, not saying I don't think they didn't make it or something. I don't even know how other people are able to do digital art so well. Like, to me, to be honest, I feel like I thought at the beginning, before I really truly got into digital art, that I thought traditional art and digital art were the same in difficulty. Like, I mean, they weren't that hard. So that's why I thought that if I could do traditional art good, I could do digital art good. But obviously, that is not the case. I kind of wish that was the case. I guess people who did digital art first and then tried to do traditional art, I mean, I guess they would probably say the same thing. But I mean, at this point, I honestly think, like, traditional art is probably, like, easier than digital art at this point, because I just don't know. I mean, digital art is just so hard to me, and I just don't know how people are able to make digital art that looks so amazing. One day, I'm going to surprise myself and make a digital art piece that I'm like, wow, now this looks just as good, or maybe even better than my traditional art. And I honestly can't wait till that day comes. Once that day comes, I'm literally going to just, like, jump around my room, and I'm just going to be so happy you guys won't even know. Some things that I definitely need to try to learn with digital art is, one, I need to just find or create a brush that I just like for line art, because I've learned that the pre-made brushes that I'm using right now, I do not like. I need to learn how to pick colors better, I think. I don't know, like, I'm not the best with picking colors, and when I do it traditionally, it usually turns out a lot better than it does digitally, but I don't know, like, I think how I'm coloring things digitally is pretty much the same as I am traditionally, but somehow it turns out a lot better traditionally, and I just don't know how. I need to learn how to shade digitally, because, I mean, you can get away with not shading with traditionally, at least I can for myself, but when I don't shade digitally, it looks weird, and then when I shade digitally, sometimes it still looks weird. So I don't know. And also with digital art, I think I just need to learn how to use Procreate. That will probably solve maybe not all of my problems, but it'll help me solve a lot of problems if I just learn how to use Procreate. But yeah, hopefully I've rambled long enough, and hopefully I've said whatever's come in my brain and spat out into this mic. Hopefully I've said everything that I needed to say. There's probably more things I could say, but I'm just not going to say, because I'm probably repeating myself at this point. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which hopefully will be a lot easier than this one, because this video was something. I'll just leave it at that.